In the summer of 1996, professional wrestling was at a crossroads. The cartoon era was dying, and a bitter war between two titan promotions was reaching its boiling point. What followed wasn't just a storyline, it was a hostile takeover that blurred the lines between fiction and reality, shattering the industry forever. This is the story of how World Championship Wrestling accidentally set off a pop culture nuclear reaction. From a lone walkout in Macon, Georgia, to the night Hulk Hogan burnt his legacy to the ground, these are the 42 days that changed wrestling. May 27th, 1996, Macon, Georgia. Midway through a routine television match between Steve Dahl and the Mauler, that's Mike Enos, the crowd's focus shifted away from the ring. Out of the audience walked Scott Hall, known to millions as WWF superstar Razor Ramon. Hall was stepping into enemy territory without a contract, without a theme song, and without permission. Grabbing a microphone, Hall uttered 8 words that sent shockwaves through the entire business. "You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here." 2 weeks later, Hall brought backup. Standing 7 feet tall, Kevin Nash, formerly the WWF champion Diesel, made his WCW debut. Together, they dubbed themselves the Outsiders. They were crude, charismatic, and dangerous. They didn't act like traditional villains. They talked like real-world mercenaries, threatening to tear the WCW down brick by brick. June 16th, 1996, at the Great American Bash, WCW executive Eric Bischoff demanded to know if Hall and Nash worked for the rival WWF. Instead of an answer, Bischoff was met with raw violence. Nash hoisted Bischoff into the air and slammed him through the stage floor with a devastating jackknife powerbomb. The image sent a clear signal across the country. No one in WCW was safe. July 7th, 1996, Daytona Beach, Florida. Bash at the Beach. The main event was billed as a 6-man tag team match between WCW mainstays Sting, Lex Luger, and the Macho Man Randy Savage against the Outsiders and a mysterious third partner. When the match began, Hall and Nash walked out alone, claiming their partner was in the building, but refusing to name him. With Lex Luger taken out on his stretcher early, WCW was fighting a losing battle. Just as Savage was being systematically dismantled, Hulk Hogan, the icon who had spent 12 years telling millions of kids to say their prayers and eat their vitamins, marched down the aisle. The crowd roared, expecting a hero's rescue. Instead, Hogan dropped his signature leg drop directly onto Randy Savage's chest. With Hulk Hogan turning his back on any remaining Hulkamaniacs that were left in the building, he dropped 2 more leg drops on Randy Savage, officially joining Hall and Nash. As fans pelted the ring with garbage, food, and other debris, a furious Mean Gene Okerlund confronted his longtime friend Hulk Hogan. Standing alongside Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, Hogan delivered a bitter manifesto declaring the death of fan loyalty and famously proclaiming to the world that this was the new world order of wrestling, brother. Seemingly overnight, the NWO helped to re-energize the sport of professional wrestling. WCW would go on to dominate WWF in the television ratings for 83 consecutive weeks, but the chaotic real-world energy that created the NWO proved impossible to control, setting off an era of unprecedented success and ultimately laying the groundwork for WCW's eventual demise. These are the 42 days that changed professional wrestling. Thanks for tuning in.